Another brand new week, and I hope that you are enjoying the whole weekending. I don't even know if that's a word. Welcome to another episode, another beautiful episode of Memoir of a Niger Girl. My name is Helen. On today's episode, I like the whole political thing, and now a lot of things are happening, and we have to, let you guys know what's happening. On today's episode, we're talking about grassroots politics. Many people say that if you want to go into politics, you should go, just start from that grassroots thingy where you have to go to meet the mama lodgers and the baba lodgers. On today's episode, I have with me Honorable Kolawole Uyi. Hi, Kolawole.
Hello, good evening.
It's nice to have you here, finally.
Thank you so much.
Our amicable, is it amicably? Or amiable? Whatever. Amiable, yes. Amiable, Honorable, how are you doing today?
I'm okay and I'm fine.
First of all, I want to say that congratulations on everything. I already know how I feel about you. I'm very proud of you that you did that. Many people, many of us, we wouldn't be out there doing that, especially after the whole NSAS thing. So, well done.
Thank you so much.
We know how the political field is for young people. Tell me, what do you now know about grassroots politics?
Actually, I think grassroots politics it's very, very wide. Like very, very wide. And I think a lot of people don't know a lot of things about grassroots yet. Maybe the citizens or the masses, we don't know how important the grassroots is. Yes, we don't know. Your name change in a country, most especially this country we have, Nigeria. We have been agitating for changes. We want change. All we are concerned about is the federal level. We want change at the federal level. Okay, we're coming down to the states. We want change in the states. We've been always agitating for that. We have always been saying that for a very, very long time. But a lot of people don't know, to have a successful change, it should start from grassroots.
Right.
It should start from grassroots. Grassroots determine how the general election, which is the federal and state election, will look like. Yes. So, okay, what I experienced in this last election, I contested for under PDP as the local government chairman, as the candidates for PDP, local government chairman, Ifako Ijaye, my local government. What I experienced is just like what I said earlier. A lot of people don't know the usefulness of grassroots election because it has never been this bad. The turnout wasn't that much. The turnout wasn't that much. Maybe I should say, maybe the system of governments, people are tired of it.
Right.
A lot of people had the intention that, hey, if we are voting or not voting, we already know who is winning.
Right.
Because I think that's something I've been experiencing during my campaign and everything. I saw people that would call me, hey, you're too young, boy, come. I are confident enough. I love your courage. But this is Lagos. This is the ruling party. You are coming out for PDP, and we know APC is the ruling party. And, people know that kind of mindset already. They wish you well. They want you to win. Normally, they want you to win because you are young and they think, okay, yes, we've been wanting change. Let this young boy get there and let's see what he can do. But someone who wants you to win, but deep down his mind, you already have that intention that, no. I'm not sure this thing will be very possible. That election day, that person won't come out to come and vote for you or vote for anybody. They will just sit at home. At home.
Let me chip this in. Do you think that the system is accepting and embracing young people?
I don't know, but what I know is at the moment, I don't think so. The system doesn't want even young people at all. I don't think so. Because when I came out myself, I came out like, I want to contest for the local government chairmanship election. Like, yes, I want to go. I went through the primary election. By God's grace, we won. We went through the general election for the local government chairman. We did it. We still give God the glory how it went. We knew how it was, how it went. A lot of people will be like, hey, guy, you are too young for this. You step down, calm down. Don't you care about your life? Just imagine people that have been always asking for a better change. You've been saying, hey, you want this old man at least to come down for us to rule. you want future leaders. You've been calling us future leaders for years. For years, you have always been saying we're the future leaders with mouth. My grandfather grew up with that mentality that the children are the future leaders. Future leaders, when our great-grandfathers in that position don't want to leave. The system is not supporting the youth.
Young people.
They are not supporting at all, because they just know, okay, the people that are there are doing it, let them just keep on doing it. So far we are eating, we are fine. So far we are eating, we are okay. So far we are eating, let's just stay. We don't know how it's, I saw one, during my campaign time, a woman called me. She was like, see, I really wish I can vote for you, but me, I won't go out and vote.
Okay. In
some other countries, let me say some other countries, if a youth could summon that courage to come out, I know how it's going to look like. Since everybody are supporting you, and they know the only means that can take you in is to go outside that day and vote. But they will just support you with prayers here in my home country. They support you with prayers, they support you with advice, and at the end of the day, that election day, they'll be inside hoping you will win the election.
So let me make this straight, yeah. Now, when we talk about we are the future leaders of tomorrow, I don't even know when the tomorrow is going to come, because as old as I am, I honestly believe in Nigeria. But do you think that the youths are also supporting youth like themselves, especially after the old Sorosoke era? Do you think we are supportive of each other?
Yes, to me.
Did they vote? Did they come out to vote?
The reason why I said yes and no is, let me just take it to the turnouts during the election. Okay, I don't know the amount of youths that contested in this local government election as a whole. I just know in my local government I am the youngest. Even within the chairman and the councillors, I'm the youngest. Okay. That's what I know. But if you're looking at the turnout, like how massive that NSAS was, 10,000 people can be outside, 20,000 people, you can recruit them from everywhere. Keep on saying you want change. You're saying enough is enough. It's something we can also do for each other. I was expecting something like that, but I won't lie. During my campaign and everything, the youth stood by me. Yes, but there's one thing I learned. A lot of youths that stayed, they're like, no, we want the change, we want the youth to reign, we want the youth to rule, not too young to go and everything. Most of them doesn't have a voter's card. Oh, okay.
Talking about voter's card, because I know that on your status you mentioned, you posted it when it was out for people to get their voter's card, and I think you urged them to get their voter's card. I honestly feel like if you wanted to vote, you would get it in the first place.
Okay, it's like this. During the when we were still agitating, like when we were still in the primary election level, we were asking for the registration of the voter's card. We were asking LASEC and INEC, hey, what's up? What are people that couldn't vote last 4 years? Do not have the right to vote now. It's a franchise. They should. Last 4 years they are below 18, and now they are adults.
22.
Okay, yeah, they're like, okay, now they'll do that. So we're all happy that yes, even we can. A lot of youths, even in my group, I have a campaign group, different campaign groups. They're happy that yes, they will have to register. They will do this. They will do that. They will stay. But when they started, truly, and some people started the registration. They started with it to be on online registration. We're like, online, no problem. People will register. Okay, during the registration process, you will do a face verification for the voter's card. And what is remaining will be the biometric, which is your thumbprint. The date, the peak for the biometric is a day after the election.
Oh, so, okay.
Meaning that voter's card registration is useless for my own election.
This is fresh.
Oh, okay. I mean, honestly, I'm shook. If that's the word, I'm very shook by this. Did you at any point get to speak to the INEC person in your constituency regarding this?
It's when we talk about INEC, INEC is federal.
Another one.
INEC is federal. They don't even... LASEC controls Lagos states. INEC is federal. This voters card voting is not just in my local government, it's everywhere. They are not doing it for this local government election. They are doing it because maybe they want everybody to register. So this coming election 2023, enough people will vote. But we were thinking it should be useful for our own election. But all of a sudden, it wasn't for us at all.
Do you feel betrayed by all of this?
No, I won't say no at all. No.
Are you going to do it again?
Do what again?
Contest again?
Definitely. Definitely.
So, so many things are happening right now in the country.
Okay.
Do you think your party is going to do better if they were the ruling party?
Ruling party? Do you
yes.
mean
right
the
now,
federal level or the state level?
In the federal level.
Definitely, yes. It's not something hiding anymore. Nobody's perfect, we know. Let's be blunt and let's just go straight to the point. Nobody's perfect. We know how it has always been, but it has never been this bad. It has never been this bad. It has never been this bad at all. It has never been this bad. Okay, I don't want to start mentioning things like, okay, I'm doing this, okay, when the former president, His Excellency Jonathan left the seat, Fred was this. No, doing that is another thing entirely.
Right.
No, I won't do that. But we all knew how the system of government is. Don't let's talk about what's the prices of things then. Don't let's talk about the exchange rates then. Let's talk about the freedom, the system of democracy. What governments are we playing at the moment?
Why do you choose to even be out? Why do you choose to be a politician in the first place? Because I'm curious actually, because I can feel how passionate you are about election, how passionate you are about, doing great things for people. What really prompts you to say, okay, now is the time and I want to do it right now?
Okay. Should I tell you something?
Tell me.
I'm a politician. If everybody should see anybody come, like if you're coming out for or contesting for anything, now you are a politician. But if you are looking at it here in Nigeria now, the word politician doesn't want me to call myself a politician anymore, because you won't see a better person. I'm not talking about party anymore. You won't see somebody that will come out and say, okay, he's not fighting for his own self-interest or whatever anymore. Okay, actually, the reason why I came out is I love politics since I was young. I love politics. When I was in school, I followed politics. I read and study politics, mainly Nigerian politics. Mainly Nigerian politics. I read about them. I go through it. In the night, I spend time about it. I see some lapses. No, this shouldn't be happening in my country. No. I argue about politics. Sometimes I will leave my house early in the morning. I'll go to the roadside, stay beside those old men that read newspaper. We stay there together. We argue about politics. We share experiences together. So I told myself that these people, they are doing this thing. I can do it as well. But what gave me the main courage was 2018, when Buhari signed it into law. His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, the president of Nigeria.
With all due respect.
Yeah. When he signed it into law, he signed the not too young to rule into law, 2018. Then I was like, fine. Now, I think I can come out. I can contest. I can come up with whatever position I want to come out from. I've been asking for change. I've always wanted a better country. I've always wanted a better councillor. I've always wanted a better chairman. I've always wanted a better House of Rep and Senate and all that. I'm a better person. And you only can tell yourself you're a better person. Nobody will tell you that. So I told myself that, no, this is something I should come out for.
But power is power, yeah? And I mean, you intoxicate. I'm sure that many of them also said the same thing, don't you think so?
I'm sorry to turn this question back to you.
Okay.
When you say power is power,
Yeah.
what do you mean by that exactly?
Don't forget we have the godfatherism in Nigeria. It's a big factor. We cannot undermine the role of godfatherism.
Okay.
And as a I'm not a politician, but we all know that power is power, and power is okay, I don't know if I'm supposed to say this, but okay, it is very, very intoxicated. So that way, I mean, when you get there and some godfather is saying you have to do this, we saw what happened with Ambode.
Okay.
All these factors, sometimes don't you think that it might just end up being something that is beyond your control?
Okay, let me tell you something. I think my country, Nigeria, the main fear, our leaders, they are afraid of the youth. They don't want us to get there, because if we should get there, things won't continue the same way it has always been. So they don't want us to get there. And I want to tell you something. It's not see, there's a difference between leader and godfatherism. You can't be a politician without having a leader. You have your own leaders. People that you met there, they have the better experience. They might not have held an office before, but they've been in that politics before you. They've moved with people that has been in office and has been in power. They are having that experience, so they'll put you through. So when you say these people are my leaders, the leaders are the people you sit down with. Like, hey, I'm thinking of doing social thing for my people. What are your advice? Give it to me. Your leaders will tell you, okay. In this case, it's like this, it's like this, it's like this, and it's like this. Sure, you understand? Then, there's one word I used to say. You can advise me. Yes, you can advise me, but you can't force me to follow your advice.
Definitely.
So if you're my leader, you can advise me. You can tell me, okay, this are the right way you should go. These are the right things you should do. I myself look at it. You are not imposing it on me.
Right, that's it. That's the word.
You are not imposing it on me. You are only advising me that these are the things you do, these are the things you should do. Then I myself will look, okay, I've spoken with my leaders. This is what they said. I can tell myself, call my people too. Then we dialogue. Pick out of everything.
I keep saying Nigeria happens every time. Apologies for that. So let's talk about the 1,000 naira thing, where I want to eat now and then maybe suffer for 4 years. Is that still a thing in 2021?
One thing is, I have always said I will do my politics with sincerity.
Right.
This concluded election, it wasn't that much, just like it has always been. Yes, it wasn't that much like giving me money, let me go and vote for so person. It has always been our thing here in this country, Nigeria, where people will be like, I am hungry now.
Yeah.
What are you giving me? What am I going to take from you now? And the reason is, I'll blame the people and I won't also blame the people at the same time. Yes, the citizens are hungry, very, very hungry, very, very hungry. You know how long it will take people to be on the queue, like wanting to vote. Someone that has not eaten since yesterday will leave his house in the morning to say he wants to go and vote and leave again. An hungry man, they say, is an angry man. Okay, I'm sorry to make this example. What I think is happening in Nigeria is just like having, chicken, a live chicken. You have it to yourself, like look at the hand, look at the full body of a live chicken. Then you start removing the feathers. You remove all the feathers, everything in the body. Sure, you understand?
Yeah.
That's chicken. You've removed everything, the happiness in it, the life, you've removed it from it. After removing it, you see the chicken shaking, not having a stable life. There's nothing that chicken can do again. The life is there, but it's already working. It's a working dead chicken. You now bring corn to give that chicken that eat it. That chicken is lifeless. It will eat that chicken. It will eat the corn. Because at that moment it's hungry. That chicken will eat the corn. That's just the same thing that's happening here. Our people will squeeze everything from us, take everything, all any little chances they are having, they use that opportunity to squeeze us to the end. At the end of the day, they know what we want is this
to feed
our tummy. Like you guys say, yes. Because the system is not right.
Is it you attesting that poverty is actually a tool for oppressors?
Yes. Poverty is very, very bad. It's bad. Yes, definitely. Because that's why I don't really see reason why people will say, okay, let me take this 1,000 naira and vote for you. But this might just complete the election. I saw people that were like, hey, don't give me money. I'm voting for this person. I saw people like that, truly. Like, no, don't give me money. I'm voting for this person. And the reason why is they are not hungry. Look at these people very well. They are okay. Most of the people that I saw that stood like, no, I'm voting for this young boy. I want the change I've always been agitating for.
I want it now.
Yes. Well, when I look at them, they are the ones that are not hungry.
Like, before we keep going to that one where we talk about the online voting and also the grassroots voting, let's take this very quick break. We are back, yes, and we're still talking about the grassroots politics. Let's talk about the vote, the Mama Oloja, the grassroots one, and the tweet. I don't know why I call it Twitter vote. Should I just say the social media vote? What do you think about the actual voters? Are they on social media, or are they the Mama Olojas and the Yalajes and all of that?
Okay, first of all, let me talk about the social media votes. You know, whatever I say here, I am not talking concerning how it has always been. I'm talking concerning what I went through, or what I experienced in this last election, because things are changing every day. Yes, things changes every day. In this last election that we did, social media votes does not really count. Yes, does not really count. That's why I'm telling you, I still said it earlier. The local government election, people don't take it so serious. They've forgotten that if you really want the change, the changes should come from the local government. Before you can get any change, the local government matters a lot. But a lot of people don't know. Okay, now let's talk about the Yalojas and the Babalojas and everything. Those people are the most important people in any election you do here in this country, Nigeria. Most especially the local government election. They are very, very important. They are the ones that will join you during your campaign.
Right.
See, let me tell you something. When you are campaigning, the crowd there does not determine if you are winning or not winning. When you are campaigning, you will see crowd after you. A lot of people will be after you. People will tell you want to promise you a lot of things. And when your opponent is also campaigning or going for a rally, you will see the same thing. But those old people, those Yaloja, those market people, those people that those different meeting like saloon, egbe, like anything egbe, like egbe alata, egbe oni aro, egbe oni, those hairdressers and everything. They are very, very important.
So they are the main voters.
They are the main voters. They will come out that they don't care to stay under the sun. No, they don't care. Even if you are giving them 1,000 naira or 2,000 naira to buy their votes, the decision they are making from their house is who they are going to vote for. Those people are there. They are the most important people. And the only thing about it is, they are, I think to me, like as I said earlier, I'm talking concerning my experience in this past election. I
actually like that you're putting a disclaimer to everything that you're saying.
Yes, to me, like I'm talking concerning my own experience in this past election. They are very, very hard to convince. Why I say so is most of them, a party is already stick to their head. That anytime I'm going to vote, some of them are not literate.
So it's either the umbrella or the broom.
Either the umbrella or the broom. So it is stick to their hair already. If they are going there, they have it deep down their mind already. They are going straight to vote.
Those people. You hardly convince them. So to convince them, you need a very good work to do that. So those are those are part of our lapses where we think, okay, well, you just rally to them, tell them, mommy, I'm coming out. Now you need to do a better work. More of that. You need to sit down with them, tell them your plans,
even not telling you before you tell them your plans, tell them let them tell you what they've been praising for like 4 years ago. Let them tell you, when they tell you what they've been facing for like 4 years ago, then you'll be telling them, do you know there's a solution for this thing?
Are you listening? Are you watching? Are you still there?
When they tell you all their problems, then you tell them, you know, there are solutions for all these things. And the only solution is your vote. Let's vote out these people. At least they've been doing it for long. As I said earlier, they are very, very hard to convince because some of them have been voting for this party or signed to vote has been on their edge like 10 or 15 years.
Let me ask you one question, final question. I'm always saying final question, I'm not sure. But let me just ask you in one word. Do you think our vote counts? Yes or no?
Oh, it's a very, very big question. But let me see. There's something I told my people. If there's a massive vote, don't be a very good rigging. If the votes are very, very massive for you, the rigging won't be perfect. Because I've seen places where an incumbent government lose his seat for someone that is just coming. So if you look at this, study that result, well, you see the votes are too massive for you to rig. You can't rig it when it is massive. When the citizens are staying with their vote that no, we voted for this person, we're staying with him. He's not leaving. But when the gaps are not much is when you can rig an election. So your votes won't count when maybe your vote might not count when the gaps are not much. But the gaps are very, very much. Like it is very, very massive. That's when they will see more. They have not option. They will try everything to rig, but it's not going to work.
And the young people, should I just say the young people who come out, as president or aspirants, do you think that they are jokers?
They are not jokers.
Okay.
They are not jokers in the sense that before you have that intention of coming out, you have your manifestos, you have things you want to do, and you have things you will tour the 36 states in the country.
Right.
So you can't be joking and be doing all that. Sleepless nights. So they are not jokers.
So let me ask you the last question. What do you think? What do you intend to do better?
Okay. After my election, I called my friends, I called my crew, I called my campaign committee and everybody. I told them, first of all, okay, give glory to God. Yes, it's an election. It is either you win
or you lose.
But I told them something. In my own case, it is a win or win.
Right.
They're like, what do I mean by a win or win? I told them because this my election, okay, my opponents won, but I didn't lose.
I like that.
They asked me why. I said, okay, it's my first experience.
Beautiful.
And the reason why I didn't lose is I learned. Okay, a place where you go or something you go through and you've learned, it's not a lose anymore. You might not get what you want, but you have gotten a lot. You have learned a lot. I now know my lapses. I know my mistakes. I know what I should have done that the time and the experience I was having did not let me do. So it's not a lose. It's a win for another day.
Right. I tell you, okay. I have tears in my eyes. I have tears in my eyes. I'll tell you one thing. Again, I am very proud of you. Honestly.
Thank you so much.
I think I've said that like 1 million times, but I am very proud of you, and I'm sure that many people are also proud of you, and I hope that you do beautiful things in your life.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Kolawole
Thank you so
Uyi.
much. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
That is it on today's episode of Memo of a Naija Girl. I need to tell you this. First of all, can you believe it's 1 year already? Oh my God, even me, I cannot believe that. It's 1 year, beautiful content. I want to say thank you to everyone, really to everyone. I don't know who you are, I can't start mentioning names, but thank you. So, don't forget to follow me on social media, helen.love.23. My birthday is on the 23rd of August. So by the time you're listening to this thing, I'm probably somewhere in my house. I'm not going anywhere. Eating jollof rice and all of that. Really, thank you. Don't forget to follow me on social media, helen.love.23. And Memo of a Naija Girl is available on all podcast platforms and on YouTube. Please subscribe. Bye. I'll see you later.